All right. All right. Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to start off by giving all praises and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha HaKwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect men, pushing this word, this truth in all sincerity and diligence and vigilance, all right, risking life and livelihood in so doing. Shalom to the women and the children who watch and who learn, all right. And the title of this video uh, is going to be um, Babylon is not Vatican or Rome, all right. Babylon the Great is not the Vatican or Rome, okay. Because as you see in this video, all right, this is a trans dog, all right. This is a trans dog, all right. A trans dog completes perfect role. Crowd goes wild. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is I'm pretty sure that this is comedy, all right. But even though it is comedy, it's not comedy because here in Babylon the Great, which people call America, okay, um, which when you look into that word, deep into the word America, right, you have to do some research on it, okay. Uh, there's videos on, brothers who went into the uh, origins of the word America. I said America, okay. But the word means bitter. America, when you go deep, okay, it means bitter, okay, and this is a bitter captivity for us, all right, the Hebrew Israelites, all right, and those who have, woken up, all right. Um, and let me get a scripture real quick. One second while my device loads up. Okay. What's the etymology online? All right. Go to this one. Go to this app real quick. All right. So this is Salakia. And so this is Revelation 10 and 10. All right, Revelation 10 and 10. I'm going to first read from the NIV. All right, it says, I took the little scroll, okay, and the scroll are these scriptures, all right. And everybody can't take this scroll, all right? Everybody can't get the scriptures, all right? Um, you have people who go to church. You may say, oh man, my grandmother, she's been going to church, all right? Even though that is the case, um, church here in Babylon the Great, okay, aka America, okay, uh, is of Babylonian origin, all right? Is of the origin of those um, ancient schools of mysticism, all right? All of those ancient schools and um, um, studies of, and practices of mysticism and paganist rituals, all of that is inside of modern day Christianity, okay? And not just Christianity alone, but all of these religions, these world religions that you see people are a part of, okay? They're just, uh, recycled, okay? They recycled what they could from those ancient, uh, you know, schools of mysticism and paganism, and that's what gives this place its power. But first, let me read this scripture, all right? So it says, and I took the little scroll. So the little scroll is the Bible, okay? You have the New Testament, you have the Apocrypha, okay? A lot of people, uh, they don't read the Apocrypha, okay? So they cut that out. You have the Old Testament, okay? You have some people who only read the Old Testament, dismissing the Apocrypha and the New Testament, okay? So, you know, those are all, all of that is ancient, okay? You people think that stuff is new. There's nothing new under the sun, okay? As you see, this man Esau, he goes into other countries, he bombs them, and ultimately what they're looking for, my favorite show growing up, or movie and actor, really was Harrison Ford. Man, I loved Indiana Jones, okay? That was one of the, Indiana Jones movie was, man, fascinating, okay? And I actually wanted to be an archaeologist, okay? But Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai had other plans, all right, for me, and it worked out for the best, okay? Worked out for the best. So anyway, I took the little scroll from the angel's hand and ate it. So we're not eating the Bible, okay? We're not eating these, all right? So, but when you do eat it, is as the saying goes, learning is food for thought, okay? So when the Lord is dealing with you and open you up to the understanding of these scriptures, within you're able to see what's going on, all right? What's taking place, what's happening, all right? What's being asked, what's being said, all right? Reading on, it says, it tasted as sweet as honey in my mouth, but when I had eaten it, my stomach turned sour, okay? Because, and that's a part of waking up, you know to being an Israelite, okay? You is what you're going to deal with, okay? Now some people, wake up and just accept the fact that they are Hebrew Israelites. They accept that fact. We're Hebrew Israelites, and they just accept that, and that's it. That's all. Okay. Um, you have some who, um, you know, wake up and they start throwing on the fringes, and the scriptures. Without going into it, the scriptures tell you. You have them. Roughly paraphrasing the scripture, says you have one who builds on sand, one who builds, on uh, rocks or whatever, whatever, however it's worded. But a lot of these people are not grounded. Their foundation is not strong. Okay, because you know, uh, you know, for you know, you know, uh, you know, for one reason, you know, could be that they are not of the elect. Okay. See, now that's another part of this truth. This truth is only for the elect of Israel. And we don't know who the elect are, okay? But, hey, if you're doing this work, if you're spreading this word, then, you know, if you're making the sacrifice, which is yourself, okay? Well, then, it's possible that, you are the elect, okay? And so the elect is not with the game plan of what we see going on here in Babylon the Great, okay, especially around us, of our people, okay, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You see, we in this place we have gotten comfortable, we have settled and gotten complacent, all right, with being placed on the bottom. Okay, we've gotten complacent and settled for the lies that they have told us here in Babylon the Great. And so that's why when you wake up to this truth, it becomes bitter. Even though, we have an understanding now of what's being said in the scriptures, but when we see our people going through it every day, well, then it's bitter and our people accepting it, you know. Let me get a scripture. All right. You got people who were once in this truth, who taught in this truth, and they no longer teach it. And that's amazing. Men who were once on the highways and byways, they just they just have abandoned this truth, you know. Uh-oh, I messed up. Oh my goodness. Oh no, I messed up. Give me 1 second now. I have to reload this. Man, I messed up right there. Okay. Okay, this is the song, all right, Song of Moses. Okay, Moses had a song, all right. So this is a song of Moses, all right. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 29. It says, "Oh, okay, oh that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end." All right. And this is talking about our people, all right, the Israelites, because again, we have those who, they you know, they have settled, okay, they have settled for less, for lack of a better term right now, they settle for less, okay. That's why when you go to these stores, a lot of these stores that I run, and all of these nations get a turn on the African American. It's like the African American is just a woman, a loose woman who, she gets drunk and lays down, and she has a banging body, okay, but she gets drunk and lays down with no panties on, all right, in the streets. All right, and so anyone who comes up, they just slides in her. All right, that's what the African American, the Israelites really, are here in Babylon. All right, and 2/3 of our people. Okay, those who are in Christianity, those who are in Islam, those who are in, these new things that are popping up. They represent that woman. And so that's why you have these people from other countries, uh, Moab, or so-called Chinese, okay, Elam, or, these Arabs and East Indians, all right, Ham, Africans, these other nations, they just come in and they slide right in to the area where you so-called Negroes are the most, and they do what? They slide right up in you, man. Okay? Because you have no understanding. Okay, you settle for less. They know that they could charge you, okay, and get over. They get a couple of cents, a couple of dollars extra out of you. Okay, see, they're not gonna get that in the Edomite area. See, Esau, they have laws, and you know they're not gonna be able to get over like that in an Edomite area. But it's been set up so that they can come in and into your community and get over, slide up in you. Okay? No Vaseline style. All right? It says, "For they are a nation." This is Deuteronomy 32 and 28. It says, "For they are a nation void of counsel, void of counsel. Neither is there any understanding in them." Okay? Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end. How should one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight, except their rock had sold them, and the Lord had shut them up? And we see that all the day long here in Babylon the Great. Okay? We've seen that. Christopher Columbus, he came to America, and he was able to chase away, the northern, Ephraim, okay, and other of these explorers. Okay, they were able to chase away the northern kingdom. The southern kingdom was placed into slavery, and we are still slaves to this day. And why? Because the Lord shut us up. Uh, Verse 31 says, "For their rock is not as our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges." All right. For their vine is the vine of Sodom. Okay. So where we, as the righteous of the Israelites, okay, we, are on the righteous path. All right. As it said, if you do good, good will come to you. If you do bad, trouble will stick to your ass. All right. And so, you have our people who are always trying to save these other nations. Oh, salvation is for everyone. Everyone can receive salvation. Okay? Everyone that is an Israelite can receive salvation. All right? But these other nations, it's not possible. Okay? It's not possible for them to receive salvation. It wasn't given to them. Okay? It says, "For their vine is the vine of Sodom and of the fields of Gomorrah." Okay? This is what Babylon, America eats. Sodom and Gomorrah. This is what they pour. This is what's dripping, okay, from the pores of the people here in America. Okay, there's a scripture, roughly paraphrasing the scripture, that says the people are as its leader. Okay, so as the leader, the people are as however the leader is, in so many words, that's how the people are. Okay, and I'm not. I still would like to go. I'll try to get that if I can remember it later on. Okay, so keep this in mind. You get these John 3:16ers all the time. All right, who want to include everyone in this salvation, but it's not for everyone. Okay? It says, "For their vine is of the vine of Sodom and of the fields of Gomorrah." Okay? And 2/3 of our people are trapped. They're not going to turn. They're trapped within the same thing. Okay? Let me give you an example. One second. Here, all right. And this is our people. All right. Now here they're down in Memphis now. These Jakes, all right. They paid this other Jake, all right, $500. They dared him $500 to jump into this water. Okay, now this shows a few things. All right, now, and he accepted the bet, but listen, and this tells you about why you shouldn't. That's why being in this world is an enmity to the Most High. Okay, that's why you shouldn't be with people in the world. These people in the world are not your friends, man. Okay? Why wouldn't they just give him $500? Okay? If he needed it. If he went through, went through that length, why not just give him here, man, it was $500, bro. I got it to give. Okay? Because evidently you got it to give. Okay? If you were going to give it out anyway. And this is supposed to be your man, your friend. Okay? But there is no friendship with a 2/3. All right? There's no friendship. And him, okay, they gave him $500. Now let's say I want to get at, I want to do harm to one of the people that he hang around, or to all of those guys that he hang around. And I offer him $600. All right? Do you think he's not going to take that $600, okay, from me to get at you, at you, his supposedly friends? Okay? And I'm going to show you why, man. Of course he would. And watch, pay attention.
Suicide thought. No. You on his belly shit. Turn around. He push. Suicide thought. No. You on his belly shit.
Now wait a minute.
Swim, Lou.
Is that a bitch? Talking about some swim, Lou.
Lou, swim. Get the fuck up out that shit. That man just went crazy. The man just did that shit, fool. That man just did that shit for real, cuz. Damn, that man just did. Cuz that man just did that shit, fool. For the 500. Stop playing with that man, man.
Y'all want some paper, man? Come right
Hey, man, y'all want some money? Come get in with the rich family, man. That man did that shit.
That hoe took you up on it like that.
You straight?
That bitch down there killed herself.
You straight? That's all that matter, baby. Take your time, get your breath. Take your time, get it together, baby. You good, you made it out. You made it out. Come on, turn around, he push.
Okay. Then they running and heckling, and those supposed to be your niggas, nigga? Man, look, I wouldn't have never, okay? As childish and goofy shit that we've done. And look, no one's going, this could have went left. This whole thing could have went left. He could have, you see fish and shit jumping around. One of those fish could have hit him in the head, man. And he could have went unconscious, and they would have been laughing and acting like they didn't know nothing. This guy, his body would have been floating. It's down in Memphis, man. Okay? So, America is Sodom and Gomorrah again, man. A man can be a trained, okay, a transformer dog. Okay? People who are supposed to be your friends, they want to see you dead, man. So Deuteronomy 32 and 32. For their vine is the vine of Sodom, and the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of gall. Their clusters are bitter. And this is what Babylon the Great, America feeds us. We're not getting this type of shit from the Vatican, from Rome. They're not doing that shit over in Rome and in the Vatican. Ain't no popes and shit doing that, man. Okay? This is Jake culture. These people are supposed to be the righteous. Okay? The Israelites. You feel me? They're operating like a goddamn heathen. You got up-to-date schools. You got computers. Shit, I'm gonna do a video on Kawasaki next. Kawasaki has a damn robot that climbs mountains while you ride it. It's in the stores. But for $500, he risked his life for a measly $500. Look at him. He had to catch his breath. That wasn't a walk in the fucking park. He looking up like, damn, I could have killed myself. That was the dumbest shit I did. For $500, man. I'm going to end it with this last scripture. Deuteronomy 32 and 33. It says, their vine, okay, is the poison of dragons. And this is 2025, the year of the snake. So this is what our people are eating. They're eating, okay, the message, the knowledge about being a Hebrew Israelite, that's out in the world. It's in overseas, okay? It's overseas. This awakening started here in America first. So they got this. These individuals got this information. You see that bitch, man? Just silly. That's not even silly, man. Clown ass shit, man. Clown shit. But who did they get that from? Where did they learn this? From Esau Edom. See, Esau, he's making fucking robots that climb mountains. And this is what niggas is doing. You know why? Because this is what Esau wants you to do. That's why these other countries can come into your community. Your woman is the way that she is. You sitting up here licking up behind her after another man that just came up out of her. This is the vine of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Jake in the worst physical health and even worse than the slave. Slaves is guaranteed. Slaves. During the time of the slaves on the plantation, they are in much better health than you Jakes are today. They were in much better health mentally and physically than you Jakes today. Of the 2/3, all right? Of the 2/3. You have assimilated into wickedness. You're wicked, man. Their vine, I said vine, Salakia. Read that again. Deuteronomy 32 and 33. Their wine is the poison of dragons. Okay? So those grapes, they made wine. This Babylon juice that you niggas is drinking off of, man. Their wine is the poison of dragons. and the cruel venom of asp. All right? And so all of those old, ancient, pagan, uh, you know, schools of that's all been brought and been poured out on you Jakes. It's all poured out here. That's why all of these people are, America has integrated all of these, people from the East, okay, from the Orient, because now it has that Babylon flavor. You come to America, man. You come to America. You go to Bridgeview. Bridgeview. The Palestinians in Palestine would be appalled. All right, they're living they're in Bridgeview. Palestinians are living like kings and queens. Arabs, wherever they are in America, they're living, you know, perfect. Now the Arabs were supposed to be enemies, right? Oh, watch out for the terrorists. Watch out for the terrorists, man. The righteous, you'll see the righteous are the terrorists, because the righteous are opposed to the wickedness that you see going on. All right, so they're going. That's why people are starting. You see all of these videos popping up. Christians coming against the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, I'm gonna show you why, man. Let me get one more video. How much time was left? I can't see. 1 second.
Clear and said the world has seen you purchase property for the church, but now I need the world to see you be a blessing. So today we're going to bless one of the servants of our church. She works on our stage. She's faithful. She's a retired singer. She comes without a car. Without a car. And never misses. Guess what? Her struggle is over. This is her 2025 Honda Civic that the church is literally giving her with a full year of insurance. It's under warranty for 3 years. She has nothing to worry about. What are we doing? We are sowing seeds to the servants of the Lord. Excited for it. That's good. Let's go. And so every Sunday, she's in this building. On Thursday, she's here, and she's serving. Renee, come here. We want to... Renee, come here. We just want to say thank you. What you crying for? Renee, why you crying? I don't know. Well, Renee, we want to celebrate you today, and we just want to say thank you. And we present to you a 2025 Honda Civic, brand new, a year of insurance. Come on, everybody say thank you, Renee. Renee! Renee! That's your car.
That's your car. And they CAR. It's KA. That's your car. Fuck. Man, I'm laughing, man, because Jake is done. Our people are totally done, man. Okay? And you don't think they were doing the same thing in ancient Babylon? Pulling out calves. Pulling out calves and things for them to worship, man. This is your golden calf. To put it right next to your own golden calf. You can worship them, and Satan's going to, whatever it was doing, man. Okay? So this will probably be a part one because I'm gonna go into this. All right, but man, it's clear to see. Okay, it's clear to see spiritually. Now we could go on the physical and show you the physical dimensions, but this is spiritual, and this is all instigated, all inspired by Esau Edom, the so-called white man. It's all made possible by him. Okay, this wickedness and witchcraft that you see being performed on and people, oh, why you Israelites don't give cars away? You don't see the wickedness. You don't see the witchcraft. You see, she could go. She might not even know how to drive. Okay, it's man. Hey, the Lord is terrible, man. He's terrible. He's gonna get you guys, man. All right, y'all been playing long enough. So anyway, Lord willing, you were edified. Till next time, Shalom.